It's that time of week again, boys and girls. Welcome to another edition of Coventry United TV with your host, the mouth of the Midlands, Liam Cook, coming to you today live from Buckinghamshire and more specifically Stadium MK, the home of Milton Keynes Dons for today's FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division match between MK Dons ladies and Coventry United ladies. Kickoff is around 10 minutes and Green Channel on a big weekend for CUTV. Of course, tomorrow you don't need me to tell you what's happening, but let me do it anyway. The Coventry derby taking place tomorrow at Spinks Drive. Spinks versus United. That's live on CUTV from 3 o'clock tomorrow. Again, exclusive coverage right here on CUTV. But today we're focusing on the red and green girls of Coventry United ladies against MK Dons at the stunning Stadium MK. And let's get you straight into your team news here on CUTV. Kicking off with the Dons, Milton Keynes Dons ladies. Number 1 is Sophie Schultz. Number 2, the captain, Leanna Doyle. Number 4, Charlie Clark. 5, Molly Burgess. 7, Alice Hughes. Number 9, Hev McDonnell. Number 10, Ellen Martin. 12, Louise Naylor. 14, Leah Littlechild. Number 3, Kerry Newman. And number 15, Kim Farrow. Substitutes for Milton Keynes Dons ladies. Number 13, Emma Kirby. Number 16, Mia Chiarizia. That's going to be difficult to pronounce. Number 6 is Zoe Boot. 11, Leah Kudoni. And number 8, Charlie Wright. And for Coventry United ladies today, number 1, Sue Wood, the red and green skipper. Number 2, Jenna Roberts. 3, Chanice Austin. 4, Tash Merritt. 5, Nikki Miles. 6, Helen Dermody. Number 7 is Jade Brooke. 8, Maz Gauntlet. Number 9, Amy Wathen. Number 10, Lois Jeffries. And number 11, Amber Hughes. Substitutes for the red and green girls today. Number 12, Rosie McDonnell. Number 14, Shannon O'Brien. Number 15, Sophie Roberts. Number 16, Lucy Stead. And number 17, Ellie White. So those are your starting lineups and benches here on CUTV Live. Coverage of the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Right here on CUTV. Kickoff is just 5 minutes away. As we'll be hoping to kickstart their campaign following a disappointing 0-0 draw away to Gillingham last Sunday. Only the second 0-0 we've ever had in our history of covering the Coventry United ladies. The previous one was a league encounter at Crystal Palace last season. But today, the red and green girls have got a lot of their first teamers back. Amber Hughes back in the starting lineup. Tash Merritt is available. Nat Haig will be available for selection in the next couple of weeks. Rosie McDonnell back on the bench. The red and green girls have to be clinical today. And there have already been some rather surprise results in the division, with Loughborough Foxes winning 7-1 last week, and this Portsmouth beat C&K Basildon, who many thought would be favourites for the title. They beat them by 6 goals to 0. So certainly an odd start to the season. But ladies football has never been in a better position, and really just proves it here with a 30,000 capacity stadium being used for this third divisions match in women's football. By far the biggest stadium we've ever commentated at here on CUTV. I think the previous biggest, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe was Keys Park in Hednesford. Right, it sounds like we are nearly ready to receive the red and green girls. Coaches heading out to the dugouts. Well, we've got to say a big shout out before we get underway to Harry Brackington and Alan Howe, who are usually on the road with us with the Coventry United ladies, but today not so. They're preparing for the big derby match tomorrow, which has meant that thankfully my ears have not had to listen to their constant bickering on the coach. Well, A, because there wasn't a coach, and B, because they're not here. But best wishes to Alan and Harry. We'll see you tomorrow as we await the arrival of the teams. Again, we'll be going through the starting lineups and benches before today's match as the United substitutes and coaches make their way out. Still a relatively youthful bench. First team coach Joe Potter in attendance today alongside assistant manager Casey Moss-Moran and the manager Jay Bradford. As we said before, you can get exclusive commentary of this match and every other ladies match here on CUTV this season, kicking off 5 minutes before kick-off every single match day for the first team and for the ladies. The players of Milton Keynes Dons ladies and come for wet and windy conditions in Buckinghamshire, but the Red and Green girls are ready to light it up here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Let's get you straight into the team news once again here on CUTV, kicking off with your Red and Green girls of Coventry United ladies. For United today, number 1, Sue Wood. Number 2 is Jenna McRoberts. Number 3, Chanice Austin. Number 4, Tash Merritt. 5, Nikki Miles. Number 6, Helen Dermody. Number 7, Jade Brooke. Number 8, Maz Gauntlet. Number 9, Amy Wavin. Number 10, Lois Jeffries. Number 11, Amber Hughes. Substitutes for Coventry United ladies, number 12, Rosie McDonnell. Number 14, Shannon O'Brien. Number 15, Sophie Roberts. 16, Lucy Stead. 17, Ellie White. And for the Milton Keynes Dons ladies today, starting in goal, number 1, Sophie Schultz. Number 2, the captain, Leanna Doyle. Number 4, Charlie Clark. Number 5, Molly Burgess. 7, Alice Hughes. Number 9, Hev McDonnell. 10, Ellen Martin. 12, Lewis Naylor. Number 14, Leah Littlechild. Number 3, Kerry Newman. And number 15, Kim Farrow. Substitutes for Milton Keynes Dons. Number 13, Emma Kirby. Number 16, Mia Chiarizia. That's how it's pronounced. Still a difficult name to pronounce. Number 6 is Zoe Boot. 11, Leah Kudoni. And number 8, Charlie Wright. The Dons have finished their pre-match huddle. The Red and Green girls are just about to do theirs. United in the red shirts with green shorts and socks. Hence why they're called the Red and Greens, the civic colours of the proud city of Coventry. And MK Dons in white and red. I don't believe they're wearing the new kit worn by the first team this season. It looks like the kit from last season that they'll be wearing. Two captains meeting in the centre circle. Sue Wood representing Coventry United and Leanna Doyle for Milton Keynes Dons. A stunning view here at the Stadium MK, one of the best views we've had all season here on CUTV. As Wood returns to her teammates ahead of the pre-match huddle. And it looks like we are set to go in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. My commentary of Milton Keynes Dons ladies versus Coventry United ladies here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying today's coverage. Leave a comment below with your feedback. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content from the Red and Green girls. And we are on Twitter at Coventry United TV. It's Lois Jeffries standing over the ball to get this match underway in the centre circle. Referee checks his watch, blows the whistle, and we are good to go. Knocked out of play early on by the MK Dons number 14. It's Leah Littlechild. Jade Brooke with the throw. Hands to work by Lois Jeffries. Will be back heel, trying to open some space for Jade Brooke. Taking on the fullback. Tries to get the cross in. Off the chest of the defender. Blocking there by Littlechild. Cleared as far as Roberts. The best of first touches. And the stuff from behind by Farrow takes it away from the United fullback. Farrow. Indecision early on from Milton Keynes Dons. Naylor. And Schultz with a hasty clearance. Has to backtrack to a line, but luckily for her, United couldn't send it forward. Tash Merritt able to bring it under control, and it's out of play on this near side for an MK Dons throw. Doyle receives it back from Hughes. Launches it forward onto the head of Nicky Mars for Coventry as far as Little Child heads it over Roberts. Farrow takes it past Miles, and not past Roberts crucially, and Miles will return it to Sue Wood, the Coventry United goalkeeper and skipper. Rolls it out to Roberts on the right. Lofted ball aimed towards Lois Jeffries, won't find its intended target. Merritt slides in the second time of asking and takes it away. Brooke down the right hand side. Here's Lois Jeffries. Wavins in the penalty area, but Lois will not get the cross away. Blocked off from the ball by Burgess. Clearance as far as Roberts. Dermody. Nicky Miles. Now Jade Brooke. Gauntlet. Trying to return it to Jade Brooke. Does so beautifully. But the cross is not quite as beautiful. Slices away from the goal, and the goal kick to the MK Dons will be the result. It will be Sophie Schultz to take the kick. Oh no, our resident Yam Yam's just walked in. With sweets in hand, saying no to Haribos, everyone. Got into the path of Lois Jeffries. Neat back heel to Jade Brooke, cross towards that near post. Headed away. Ball that charges down the attempted clearance, and it will fall to Jade Brooke. Trying to take it around Little Child. Still going Brooke. Great tenacity at court. It went out of play anyway, as it was gathered at the near post by Schultz. Schultz positions the ball. I must say, it is surreal seeing the Coventry United badge on the rather sizable scoreboard in the far corner of the ground. It's a signal of just how far the club has come in the last 5 years. Ball sent into United territory, but not for long as Sue Wood. It's not the best of clearances though. Fell to the feet of Doyle. Neat passing around the midfield. Hughes turned away from Dermody's challenge, but the pass towards the right flank caught out her teammates. Doyle couldn't reach it, and that would be a throw-in on the halfway line to the Red and Green girls on the far side of the field. Austin receives the ball back from Amber Hughes. Ball cannons off Merritt's leg. Under hit pass towards Farrow. Allows Helen Dermody to find a teammate, and Austin will give it back to Wood. Here's Austin. United seemingly with a wing-back formation again, similar to the one used against Gillingham. Pass down there to Amber Hughes is deflected into touch. Here's Austin. Dermody. Now Gauntlet seems to be playing a midfield role this season. Holds off the challenge from behind from Ellen Martin. Austin to Hughes. Hughes surges past Newman, looks to get the cross in. And it's gathered at the near post, down low. Schultz able to end that passage of play. Rolled out to Doyle. Anna Doyle. Chest control by McDonnell. Flick towards the left-hand side. Little Child wasn't getting there. Roberts was for Coventry United, her second appearance. Woodson Miles. Here's Austin, signed from West Ham this summer. looking for a long ball towards Amy Waffen. Didn't quite come off, and there's a tangle of legs between the two number 4s, Tash Merritt and Charlie Clark. United will continue. Doyle tries to curtail the run of Amber Hughes and does so with little help from a friend. Now it's MK Dons on the march. Not for long though. The one-on-one with Austin didn't work out well for MK Dons. It's Ellen Martin. Jeffries. Not the best of first touches, but opens it up for Wathen. Looks to roll it to the left. Amber Hughes. Holds off the challenge from the defender. Cross in. A good catch by Schultz with Lois Jeffries in the vicinity. Schultz has certainly been the busier of the two goalkeepers. In the opening 5 minutes, it remains MK Dons 0, Coventry United 0. Volley clear by Schultz into the centre circle. Martin couldn't claim it with the header. It's back with Sue Wood receiving it from Nikki Miles. Here's Chinese Austin. Gauntlet. Now Dermody. On the right flank now with Jenna Roberts as she makes her way over the halfway line. Jeffries holds off the challenge of Naylor. Dermody, now Gauntlet. There's space out wide for Amber Hughes. Gauntlet tries to utilise that. Can Gauntlet find Amber Hughes? No, she can't. There's a shove in the back. And the referee gives the free kick as Carrie Newman received a shove from Hughes. Innocuous, but referee well within his rights to blow the whistle. Schultz to take the goal kick inside her penalty area towards the right. Pushing her teammates up. Straight to the head of Hughes, but it'll come back to Schultz. She'll find her teammates now on the left-hand side with Little Child. Takes it around the foot of Jade Brooke. Awkward position now for MK Dons as Jeffries mops it up. Brooke looks for Jeffries again. Slide by Little Child. Did that take a touch off Jeffries? No, it didn't. It's a Coventry United throw right in the corner. Strong opening number of minutes for the Red and Green girls. Can they capitalise? They probably edged the game against Gillingham last week, but couldn't find the back of the net. They've got to put that right today. Jeffries back to Brooke. Brooks cross. Maz Gauntlet. Flicks behind off the head of Gauntlet. Hughes picks it up on the far side. Keeps it alive, passing it down line to Helen Dermody. Looks for the lofted ball into the penalty area. Headed by Lois Jeffries, falls down from behind. Jeffries is still down. You have to continue with Wathen. Boot up to the air by Molly Burgess. Jeffries back on her feet, but the move is over for Coventry United. And now the counter begins for MK Dons. Hughes. Now Farrow looks for Hughes again. It's Alice Hughes. Flag stays down. Hughes towards the far post. Crucial header by Helen Dermody. To Maz Gauntlet. It opens up space on the right for Jade Brooke to race into. Brooke takes on the defender. Jeffries wants it. Jeffries gets it. Tries to flick it over the head of Naylor. Didn't quite work out. Jeffries forces Naylor to the ground. Referee says it's all good. And Charlie Clark will roll it to the right with Doyle. Doyle looks a lob one over the defence. Nikki Miles, the only Red and Greens player who could have a say in this one. Farrow takes Miles on. Down line to McDonnell. Slide by Miles takes out McDonnell and Hughes, but doesn't claim the ball. Still MK Dons knock on the door. Here's Clark. Holds off Gauntlet. Into the penalty area. Brooke couldn't prevent the pass from finding its intended target, and now Brooke's been taken out by a ball to the face, and the referee has called a halt to play. The ball smashed towards Brooke. I believe it hit her in the face. And foremost being attended to by the physio staff. She seems okay. Nervy times with the Red and Green girls, with MK Dons trying to force their way into the penalty area, which they did for a brief moment. 10 minutes gone in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Milton Keynes Dons ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0 remains the current score. Brooke is helped off the pitch. I believe it will be a throw-in to get things underway once again. And will indeed, and Brooke is being allowed to rejoin play immediately. It's going to be an MK Dons throw. United originally believed it was theirs. Little child. Clark. With the challenge, can't prevent the ball from finding number 3, Newman on the right hand side with a neat challenge by Amber Hughes. Swiftly caught up by Newman. Bit of pushing and pulling from Newman. Referee agrees that it should be a free kick. United have had the better of the attacking play so far, but chances have been at a premium. Make it all the more important that United can take their chances when presented with them. Dermody, last season's top scorer, playing a more defensive role in midfield. Long ball headed away simply, but straight back to the United player with Robert into the penalty area with Lois Jeffries over the MK Dons defence with the flag raised on this near side. Next time we're on air here on CUTV tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock kickoff at Spinks Drive. It's a big one. It's the Coventry derby, Spinks versus United. It's the only place you'll find live commentary of this match here on CUTV. And you can get highlights from Spinks, but they're not a patch on CUTVs, of course. So this is the only place that you want to be to find the coverage of the Coventry derby tomorrow. Clark holds off Miles. Looks to notch in the penalty area. It's a neat pass to the left. In by Little Child, volleyed clear by Chinice Austin. As McDonald made good progress into the penalty area. A chunky slide by Alice Hughes, takes out Gauntlet but takes the ball. It's Alice Hughes who tries one, and Sue Wood called into action for the first time, diving to the right and smothering the ball. United back underway with Roberts. Jenna Roberts looks for Amy Wavin, the former Yeovil striker. That's seen the corner of the shoulder of Wavin, but the referee has agreed with the assistant who flagged the handball. It looked to me as it came off the elbow of Wavin. It's no matter, United have got the ball back now anyway after a aimless long ball from the back from Milton Keynes Dons. Roberts on the right, a scuffed pass easily picked out, but there goes Jade Brooke in on the slide. It will be a throw MK Dons, and Brooke not happy with Roberts. Offering some advice to a young teammate, signed from Aston Villa. Throw up line by Naylor. And intercepted by Little Child, just in front of the red and green dream team of Jay Bradford, Katie Moran and Joe Potter. Together on the touchline for the first time in a competitive match. Potter played a part in Reading's match yesterday against Manchester United. She's here today with a few of her teammates in tow, showing off her coaching team. Wavin receives a volleyed pass from Merritt. Now Jade Brooke, encased in a white box, but she'll continue down the right, unaided. Little Child has no choice but to tap it over the white line and concede the throw. In a dangerous position. Brooke, and the referee has said foul throw. Linesman flagging this near side for a foul throw against Jade Brooke. So not a decision that's pleased Formo. And the throw from MK Dons has been called back now as it was taken in the wrong position. To the feet of Little Child, a shove in the back by Jade Brooke, too forceful, says the ref. Free kick. United falling foul. The referee's whistle a few too many times in the last few minutes. 15 minutes gone here at Stadium MK. Milton Keynes Dons ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0. MK Dons had the best opportunity of the match, but it wasn't really an effort that would have put United under much stress. It hasn't been a particularly flowing match in terms of attacking football. It's been very much a case of United trying to push on through the MK Dons defence with a well organised home side, rebuffing United at the moment. If anything, MK Dons pushing forward look a little more dangerous than United. Austin calling for options. We'll have to go short to Gauntlet, who's moved out wide. Flag raised on the near side by the official again, as Jeffries tried in vain to bring the ball down to earth with Leanna Doyle for company. Dermody picks up the attempted clearance by Burgess. Merritt rolls it back to Roberts just inside United territory. Here's Dermody in the centre circle, evades the challenge and finds Nikki Miles. Brooke quickly closed down again and has to find Roberts hastily. Dermody with a stab towards the ball, just about found Gauntlet. It's back to Dermody again, not Dermody's proudest moments. Roberts looks for a cross into the penalty area. Could go all the way. Palmed away from Schultz. I believe she was trying to catch it, but couldn't keep it under her control. Luckily for the MK Dons goalkeeper, the defence was able to sort it out and clear. And a free kick Coventry United as Amber Hughes was sandwiched in with the two Dons players. It's the Red and Green girls with a set piece. About midway into MK Dons territory on the left hand side. Dermody sizes up her options, usually so reliable from these sort of positions. Sent it in. Jeffries is there, headed by Jeffries, bounces wide of the near post. First meaningful effort from the Red and Green girls, and it could have been a dangerous one. Clean contact with a header by Lois Jeffries, but couldn't divert it towards Schultz net. United still in search of their first league goal of the season, following that stalemate at Gillingham. But crucially, they haven't conceded yet either. If you draw your matches, you're only going to get 22 points, so you need to have to start winning. They've had to mount a serious title push this season. Still some very tough opposition in this league, the likes of Portsmouth and Watford, C&K Basildon. Nodded into the ground by Naylor. Long ball catches Dermody out. Miles able to race in and snatch it from McDonald. Maz Gauntlet towards the left. Brooke has switched wings and turns away beautifully from Doyle. It's Jade Brooke. Doyle not giving up. Brooke. Just controlled by Helen Dermody. Austin pushing up from defence. Crossing towards Lois Jeffries. Coventry United lead. Did that go all the way from Austin? Ball into the penalty area from the Red and Green's defender. I'm not sure if Lois Jeffries got anything on that. The goalkeeper came out, didn't claim it, and it bounced past Schultz into the back of the net. And the Red and Green girls had their first league goal of the campaign, provided by Janice Austin. But who got the final touch?
Coventry United ladies, number 3, Janice Austin.
Well, the stadium announcer's given it to Austin. Well, if it is indeed a goal for Austin, that is a bizarre goal for MK Dons to concede. United lead by 1-0 at Stadium MK and have found the back of the net for the first time in the league. MK Dons look to immediately get back on terms. Space on the right hand side to get the cross in. Cutting inside into the penalty area, but comes swipes. Jade Brooke to take it away from Newman. And a goal kick as Austin cannons it off Newman. Out of play. Wood will find Roberts. And get right centre back in a 3-player defence. They're playing wing backs with, at the moment, Amber Hughes on the right and Jade Brooke on the left. They have switched roles once. Could do again. Here's Austin, scorer of the opening goal for United. Wavin stretched to reach that low, long ball, but couldn't quite stretch enough. Doyle slides it upfield to Clark. It's intercepted by Clark's opposite number 4, Merritt. Austin back to Merritt. Nice long range pass. Brought down swerve by Gauntlet. Dermody looks for Amber Hughes. Intercepted by Little Child. Burgess clears. Farrow volleys to the left with Little Child. Taking on Roberts. Down that left flank. The pass hits one leg and hits the second leg of Roberts. And into touch on this near side for a MK Dons throw. As the home side look to get back on terms. Little Child looks for options from the throw. A stretch by Dermody, pokes it out for a corner. 20 minutes gone at Stadium MK. It's Coventry United leading by 1-0. I believe scored by Chenise Austin. Let's come in from the left. Miles able to clear the glancing header and across the face of goal. Back in, offside, offside, it won't count. The MK Dons fans are celebrating, but it will not count. The header at the far post. Sent into the back of the net by Alice Hughes. But the flag was raised before the ball crossed the line. And just as MK Dons thought that they were back in this match, that little bit of hope is snatched away. They try to send it into the area. The only player in the vicinity of the ball is Sophie Schultz, the MK Dons shot stopper. Schultz's volley clearance, up rather than forward by Dermody. Roberts tries to keep it alive, but it'll be picked up by Burgess on the left. Lofted ball by Burgess. Little Child is the intended target. Roberts has got to go for them to get there first. She does get there first, but has to concede the corner. It's Ellen Martin again, stepping up from the corner. The Dons have had the ball in the back of the net once from a corner, although it wasn't to stand. Will they go one better this time? Martin in, and it glances off the head of an MK Dons player in the penalty area, and that will be a goal kick. Nothing for the Red Green Girls to worry about so far. Next in action at the Butts Park Arena next Sunday as the League Cup campaign begins. United, of course, getting to the semi-final of that competition last season before losing to eventual winners Blackburn. We've been told it will actually be at Daventry rather than the Butts Park Arena. Hughes picks up the free ball on the right-hand side of the penalty area, cuts in, looking to provide a second for the Red Green Girls, dragged to the ground, sapped to the goal by Wavin. But no real pace behind the ball and a simple catch mid-air by Sophie Schultz. "25 minutes gone at Stadium MK. We're taking a short break at half-time to swap over the batteries on the laptop to ensure we can bring you the second half of this match in full. So look for the new live stream for the second half here on CUTV's YouTube channel. If you are enjoying today's coverage, make sure to hit the like button below the video, the thumbs up button. Leave a comment with your feedback. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube. More exclusive content from Coventry United. And of course, we are on Twitter at Cov United TV. But Roberts strides forward unopposed, looks for the lofted ball to Jeffries, cut out. And Wavan receives a nasty knock from behind by Helen McDonald, free kick Coventry United. I think the heavier contact seemed to come from Amber Hughes. Quickly taken the gauntlet. Dermody, offside against Lois Jeffries. The ball evades the young attacker anyway, flies over the head of the United player. And a goal kick will follow for MK Dons. See Rosa McDonald preparing down the touchline. McDonald back in action this weekend after missing the trip to Gillingham. She's on the bench along with Shannon O'Brien, the teenager signed from Aston Villa, returning from a bit of a injury problem in the summer. Sophie Roberts, Lucy Stead and Ellie White also amongst the substitutes. Merritt bundled to the ground. The ball finds Jeffries. Surrounded by white shirts. Jeffries evaded them, but then was blocked off by Doyle. She tried to make her way around the MK Dons captain with the ball. The referee rightly blows the whistle and calls for the free kick. Schultz failed to deal with a long ball from Austin a few minutes ago. What will she be able to do with this effort from Helen Dermody? It's Dermody in towards Amy Wavan. Hit with the top of her head and sent over the crossbar. Excellent position for the Red and Green girls to try and find that second goal, but it wasn't to be for the ex-Yeovil striker. And Schultz with a little bit of leapfrog over the seats behind the goal and a slip from the goalkeeper as she makes her way back onto the field. We have got ball boys and ball girls here, but seems as if Schultz wanting to get the job done herself. Here's Clark. Intercepts from Helen Dermody. Dons looking to get back on terms. A slide on Maz Gauntlet. Gauntlet not happy about it. Neither player got anything on the ball. The play will continue. Doyle down the right flank. Opportunity to the cross now for MK Dons, taking on Janice Austin. And the cross was tame and claimed at the near post by Nikki Miles. Brooke sidesteps Newman. Looks for Jeffries upfield. Burgess gets there first and finds Doyle up line. Flick past Brooke. Clark nods it on. Maz Gauntlet is there for the seconds. And back with Sue Wood on the edge of her penalty area for the Red and Green girls. It's the one save for Sue Wood to make so far. Dermody passes a little under here, but Roberts just able to avoid the challenge. As she slides to keep it in, she can only send it into touch for the MK Dons throw. It's been a tough match for Roberts so far. She's still learning and still adapting to her new team. Foul throw, says the ref. Not happy with the attempted throw in by Louise Naylor. And it will be overturned and given to Coventry United instead. It's a Wavan, nodded straight into touch by Little Child. And another throw. Another 5 yards up line. Dermody receives it to the chest. Now Gauntlet. I'm not sure who Gauntlet was looking for there, possibly Merritt, but it was picked out by Newman. A long ball from the back. Was sent back to the goalkeeper by Nikki Miles. Closed down by Farrow. It's away to Austin. Score of the only goal of the match so far. A bizarre goal from Janice Austin. Lofted into the penalty area. Aimed towards Lois Jeffries. As Maz Gauntlet's taken out from behind, a slide by the MK Dons number 7, that's Alice Hughes. The goal from Austin sent into the penalty area, bounced past both Jeffries and Schultz, the MK Dons goalkeeper. And it appears, at least what we've been told, it's going to be a Janice Austin goal, and Austin is going to be taking this free kick back 10 yards into United territory. In fact, now she's going to leave it for Nikki Miles now. Miles receives it back from Austin after a short free kick. Brooke. Now Austin. Kept on by Lewis Jeffries. Will it be kept in by Doyle? It will indeed. Tries to send it out via Jeffries. That plan doesn't work. It backfires, in fact, and now it's Tash Merritt looking for the cross. Down line to Austin following the interception by Lewis Jeffries. Gauntlet flicks on with the head to Waven. And Maz Gauntlet goes for goal. It's a good catch by Schultz. Wasn't going to be caught out that time. Brooke Hustling harrying Newman. Doyle gets it away to Charlie Clark. Martin caught by Amber Hughes. Referee says nothing doing. Gets the ball away to Little Child. Threaded through for Hef McDonald taking on Nikki Miles. Farrow barges to the ground. Woods off the line and dives down low to get something on the ball. Dangerous times as Kerry Newman tried to round the United skipper, but Wood wasn't going to be caught out with that one. Great goalkeeping from Sue. But here come MK Dons again. It's a rather poor attempt with a crossfield ball by Alice Hughes. The intended target, I believe, was Kim Farrow. It's straight into Wood's hands, and that's the danger over for now. 32 minutes gone on CUTV. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? It's MK Dons 0, Coventry United 1. In search of their first league win of the season in their second outing. Here's Jeffries. Tries the one-on-one with Doyle and loses. Bayliss launches it clear from the penalty area. Newman, heavy first touch, takes into the path of Clark. Back to Newman. Just locked it over the defence. Nikki Miles not going to be caught out and cleared by Sue Wood. Just in time. Merritt was beaten to the ball by Hughes, but it is now back with United, and Jade Brooke looks for Amy Waven. One in the air by the MK Dons defender. Clark. Intercepted by Lois Jeffries. A slide by Doyle trying to win the ball back. Takes out Jeffries. Free kick Coventry United. Is it in shooting range for Helen Dermody? We're about to find out as Dermody looks to drill one. Luckily for United though, it's been called back. The low effort by Dermody rolled wide of the goal, and the set piece specialist will get another chance to send it towards the net. United have a 1-goal cushion so far. A 2-goal advantage would certainly put United in the driver's seat. Dermody and Gauntlet standing over it. 3-player wall awaiting the set piece. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Dermody or Gauntlet? It looks like it's going to be Gauntlet. Eyeing up Schultz's net. It is Gauntlet, and what an emphatic strike from Maz Gauntlet. Well, usually it's Helen Dermody with the set piece plaudits, but that was a powerful hit from Maz Gauntlet. And what a way for United to extend the lead. It's MK Dons 0, Coventry United 2, and Maz Gauntlet pulls a rabbit out of the hat.
Coventry United ladies, number 6, Helen Dermody.
United now lead by 2-0 after that rather spectacular effort from Gauntlet. The stadium announcer believes it was actually scored by Helen Dermody, but I can tell you that it was Maz Gauntlet who scored. So with 10 first half minutes to go, United are firmly in the driver's seat as Lois Jeffries takes on the MK Dons defender. Whips it into Waven. Waven brings it down. Can't get the shot away, and it's claimed by Doyle. The Dons can't get it clear, and it's back with Amber Hughes. Some great work by Gauntlet. Hughes. It's offside anyway against Lois Jeffries. Jeffries sliding in, and Schultz also trying to get something on it, but the referee has called it back now as he was trying to let play continue. Brook trying to pick it up on the left-hand side, but has called it back now and said it's going to be a free kick against Coventry United. Today's broadcast here on CTV is sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. So head to current.it for more information on our CUTV Coventry sponsor, Current. Heart of today's game will be online tomorrow morning before the Coventry derby. So before you make your way to Spinks Drive, make sure to have a look on YouTube at CUTV's highlights of MK Dons ladies versus Coventry United ladies. If you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you get a notification when the video goes on air. Miles looking for Jeffries. Jeffries trips the MK Dons number 12, who in turn trips Jeffries. That'll be a free kick on this near side to MK Dons. It's been quite the exciting match so far. It looks like Gordon may have taken a whack to the head. Seems to be holding a head. Well, the United physio is prepared in case he's needed, but it looks like Gauntlet will be okay to continue without intervention. And MK Dons can get this free kick taken, and now there's another break in play as Sophie Schultz is having the boots tied by Doyle. Now the cosmetic repair to the boots is sorted. Free kick is taken short, and an unsuccessful one for MK Dons. It's stood out of play by Amy Wavin. Neat challenge on Ellen Martin. Up line from Naylor to McDonnell. Crossfield bouncing ball to Doyle. A slide by Jade Brooke. Can't stop the ball from finding Alice Hughes. Hughes into Farrow. Farrow couldn't make contact. Handball claims against Amber Hughes. She slides in on Littlefellow. It will be a corner, nothing more. If Farrow could just stretch that a little bit further, MK Dons will be right back in this game. It's looking good for the Red and Green girls so far. Goals from Austin and Gauntlet. United in a commanding position, but MK Dons trying to chisel away at this red and green wall. And challenge headed by Nikki Miles gets it away. Volley clearance by Gauntlet. And as far as McDonnell. Flick to the right hand side by Louise Naylor. It's a race between the two number 7s. And that race is won by Jade Brooke, who gets there before Alice Hughes and pops it out of play for a throw. Level with the penalty area, taken quickly to McDonnell. Nice back heel to Hughes. Alice Hughes. It's not the best of crosses. Not the best of clearances by Janice Austin. And luckily I have got it back now with the interception from Tash Merritt. Finds Wavin. Rolls it to the right with Helen Dermody. Lovely free-flowing football from Coventry United. Lois Jeffries taken out by a sliding Louise Naylor. And halfway into MK Dons territory on the right flank, it's a red and green's throw. Amber Hughes with ball in hand. Jeffries must position for the ball, but Naylor gets there first and sends it straight back into touch. Hughes will take a second throw to Tash Merritt. Holds off the challenge from behind. Hughes with a hopeful cross, hopeful being the operative word, as there were no United players in the penalty area. We not looking before sending it in. Miscommunication there between Gauntlet and Merritt, who was getting the ball. Merritt has got it now though. And now it's with Janice Austin. Brooke caught on her way through. Referee says no foul. And sent up the other end of the park again by Doyle. Miles out muscles Farrow. Upfield to Jade Brooke. Holds off Newman. Dings it into the centre circle. Roberts flicked it up for Miles. Jade Bradford's player of the season last year. Finds Maz Gauntlet. All the way back with Sue Wood. We've got 5 minutes of normal time to go until half time. Again, we'll be taking a short break at half time. So look for the new live stream around 10 minutes after the end of this original broadcast. It's a great run by Brooke and taken out by the slide of Charlie Clark. Coventry United free kick It could be another opportunity for Masgorn to thrash one towards the net, or will it be Helen Dermody this time? It is indeed going to be Dermody's turn. To send it in towards the goal. Pushed up in the air and brought down by Schultz, unconvincing. But she got the job done for MK Dons. Not the best of clearances. Originally finds Jade Brooke, taken away by Newman. And now the Dons trying to find one before the break. McDonald sees it back from Newman. Threaded down the right hand side for Alice Hughes. Space to work with for the number 7. Farrow's in the box, as is Little Child. Headed away by Roberts. Austin to Merritt as United look to play their way out in their final third. Jade Brooks seeming to shove Hughes out of the way. Will keep the ball in as the referee waves away the protest of the MK Dons number 7. Can United go up to goal number 3 before the break? Ball towards Lois Jeffries is brought down to her by Molly Burgess. And a challenge by the United number 9 Amy Waven. Takes it over the white line for an MK Dons throw. Bounces past Newman into the path of her opposite number 3 Janice Austin. Free kick to MK Dons. A little bit of holding there from Jade Brooke. Referee didn't like what he saw. It's a neat ball to find the number 7 Hughes in space. Clark rolls it to the left. Here's Louise Naylor. Looking for Little Child. Was in between Little Child and Farrow. Unsuccessful ball for MK Dons. Now it's Gauntlett. Sending it upfield for Lois Jeffries. Out comes Schultz as Jeffries is held back by Molly Burgess. It's easy pickings for Schultz. Farrow. Challenging behind by Roberts. Can't take the ball away though. Martin. Offside. Ball aimed towards the head of Alice Hughes. It didn't find Hughes. The number 7 was in an offside position as she was interfering with play. Referee could have allowed United to play on, but decided to call it back. Miles to Tash Merritt, the no-nonsense centre mid. Roberts. Nice first touch from Jeffries. Turns away from the challenge, threads it through for Waven. Waven's offside. Wasn't quite in the shooting position anyway. Despite trying to look, it was charged down by Burgess. It wouldn't have counted anyway. And that will be a free kick to MK Dons with 90 seconds of normal play. It's unclear what will be added on at the end of the first half. Dermody trying to be a bit too cheeky with that backheeled pass. It's intercepted by Leanna Doyle as MK Dons look to halve the deficit before the half-time break. Again, the move comes to nothing after some sloppy passing. Here's Roberts. Hughes. He's right back at home, back in the first team. It's Amber Hughes down the right, held up by Little Child. Did you get the cross in? Cuts in from the outside, dragged to the earth. Referee, incredibly, has said no foul. And it's a throw into MK Dons right in the corner. But Amber Hughes was dragged to earth, and I've got to say, I'm very surprised the referee didn't blow the whistle there. Even more so, the linesman didn't raise the flag. But the men in black are in charge for a reason. And in fact, now it's been overturned. The throw's been given to Coventry United. Volleyed cross by Amber Hughes. Headed by Waven, easily gathered by Burgess, who clears. Austin, header under pressure to Nikki Miles, closed down by Farrow. Now Roberts, United carve things down. Hughes, nearly ending up out of play. The pass by Roberts towards Dermody is cut out and sent through for Farrow, but she wasn't reaching that, and Sue Wood will claim it in the edge of the penalty area. And kick it towards Masgorn of the Red and Green Girls. Now Jade Brooke, in a very wet Stadium MK. With the pitch in pristine condition, as you would expect from an EFL ground. Roberts. Pastor Jeffries cut out the last minute. Sent upfield. The ball bounces out of play though. Not quite sure who the MK Dons player was looking for there. The only player who know that is Luis Naylor, who attempted the pass. Throw cut out in the air by Little Child. Volleyed forward by Merritt. Chest control by Waven. Hughes looked for Jeffries. And that should be Molly Burgess's ball. She'll let it roll out of play. We've had around a minute of added time here at Stadium MK ahead of the half-time interval. Pass from Schultz nearly cut out by Jeffries, but it will find its intended target. And that target was Naylor. Hughes rolled to the right. It's Leanna Doyle now for MK Dons. A player in space on the right flank, but not found by Doyle. And that will do us for the first half here on CUTV. Half-time score, Milton Keynes Dons ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 2. What a first half it's been for the Red and Green girls. CUTV signing off for the next 10 minutes. Look for the new live stream following the half-time break. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, and all that jazz if you did enjoy today's first half coverage. We're back for the second half in 10 minutes on CUTV.